Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony that you give in the cause now and hearing to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, could you state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Sure. Richard Atkinson, Atkinson.
And where do you work, sir?
I work at the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Boston.
What is the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner?
It's where the medical examiners in Massachusetts work.
And what does a medical examiner do?
A medical examiner is a doctor who's in charge of examining the bodies of people who are deceased to determine their cause and manner of death.
And how long have you been with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner?
I've been there 11 and a half years.
And could you tell us your educational background?
Sure. I have a 4-year bachelor degree from Stony Brook University in New York. I then did a 4-year MD at Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. I then did a 3-year anatomic pathology residency at New York Presbyterian Hospital and Stony Brook Hospital. And then I did a 1-year fellowship in forensic pathology at the office where I currently work.
And so I take it that worked into you starting your career at the OCME.
Yes.
Now, do you know what it means to be board certified?
Yes.
What does it mean to be board certified?
To be board certified in a specialty in medicine, you usually have to finish the residency in that specialty and complete a certain number of cases or see a certain number of patients and then take a test.
And are you certified in any areas of medicine?
Yes.
Which ones?
I'm certified in anatomic pathology and forensic pathology.
And can you tell us what is forensic pathology?
Sure. Forensic pathology is the branch of medicine that's involved in determining the cause and manner of death and manner of death of people who die of not obviously natural causes.
And what is anatomic pathology?
Anatomic pathology is a bigger umbrella term that refers to diagnosing disease by looking at tissue or blood samples, that kind of thing.
Now, can you tell us, sir, what happens to a human body within the first hour of death?
Several things can happen. Usually there is rigor mortis within a couple of hours. It can, however, almost immediately occur after a person's death. That's just when the muscles tighten up in the position that the person died in. There's also something called lividity or livor mortis. That's when all the blood in the body, once the heart stops beating, settles down to the lowest point. So if you're lying on your back, it will settle to your back and give you a pink discoloration of your back, and also a white discoloration of your front.
Now, sir, what is an autopsy?
An autopsy is just an examination of the body of someone who has died, including looking at the external surface of the body and also cutting into the body and examining the organs.
How many autopsies have you performed?
I've performed just over 1,500 full autopsies, about 2,700 additional examinations that weren't full autopsies, and I've supervised 300 additional full autopsies.
How long does an autopsy take?
It depends. An autopsy can take less than an hour if it's simple. It can take all day if it's a difficult case.
And how you said the external and internal. How do you begin the external examination of a body during an autopsy?
We examine the clothing in some cases. Then we examine the external surface of the body by taking photographs, by drawing our findings on a body diagram, and just looking for signs of injuries or disease that might have led to the person's death.
And what consists of the internal portion of an autopsy?
The internal portion is removing the organs, also looking for signs of disease or injury, and sometimes removing items like bullets that may have killed someone.
And when doing an autopsy, I neglected to ask this, but I imagine there is a facility at OCME that you do this in.
Yes.
And can you just tell us, like, what do you have as far as tables to work on for patients?
The table that the decedent lies on?
Yes.
It's a metal table with raised edges.
And what do you wear when you perform an autopsy?
I wear a lot of protective equipment, a full Tyvek suit, extra sleeves and an apron over that, a mask and face shield, and 3 pairs of gloves.
And when you do an autopsy, what attempts do you make to get access to a decedent's medical records?
We make every attempt we can to access their medical records. In Massachusetts, the law is that we're entitled to them in Massachusetts. So,
and when performing an autopsy, what samples do you take from the body during an autopsy for further analysis?
We take fluids and sometimes tissue for toxicology testing. We also take it sometimes for DNA testing, for looking at under the microscope, various different things.
And can you tell us what histology is?
Yes.
What is histology?
Histology is the study of tissue by looking at it under the microscope.
And how many times have you ever testified in a court before giving your medical opinion?
Yes.
Now, on January 10th, 2023, did you have the opportunity to seize items taken from a trash facility in Peabody?
Yes.
Where did you do that?
At the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Boston.
Why were you examining items why were you examining items at the OCME?
Normally, we're not involved in examining items, just bodies of people. In this case, the objective was to determine whether there was any human tissue on these items.
I may have a moment, Your Honor.
You may.
Thank you. Okay. You want me to go?
You may.
Doctor, you recognize this image?
Yes.
And what is this an image of?
This is an image of several pieces of blue and white carpet that I examined.
Commonwealth would seek to have this image marked as the next exhibit, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
Can I see that?
Yes, I apologize, Your Honor. Yes. I will. Thank you. I will also put it in the record each time.
Yes. So for the record, what's the JPEG number of 178 that's now in evidence?
It's PC 110181.
All right. The photo of the rug with that JPEG number is now in evidence as 178.
And Your Honor, may the Commonwealth publish?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Gilman, could we have PC 110181? Doctor, can you see that?
Yes.
So, doctor, can you tell us what are we looking at here in this image?
There were 7, though I think some of them are not in the image, 7 pieces of rolled up blue and white carpet with some stains on them, and the pieces of debris that you can see just above the ruler were also present on some of the pieces of carpet.
And who places the ruler there?
I do.
Ron, may I approach?
You may.
Do you recognize this image, sir?
Yes.
Is that one of the pieces of carpet that you had the opportunity to examine?
Yes.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to enter into evidence PC 110195, image of carpet.
Any objection? That 110195 is now in evidence as 179, photo also of rug.
And may the Commonwealth publish, Your Honor?
You may.
Ms. Gilman, do we have 110195? So, doctor, is this one of the carpets that you had the opportunity to see that night or see that day when you were at OCME?
Yes.
And that ruler, did you place that there as well?
Yes.
And doctor, do you have an idea of what the aggregate measurement of the carpets were together?
No, I don't think I recorded that.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes?
Doctor, do you recognize this image?
Yes.
Is this another one of the pieces of carpet you had the opportunity to examine that day?
Yes.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to enter in PC 110198, second image of carpet.
No objection.
The photo of the rug 110198 is now in evidence as Exhibit 180. Is that a good place to stop for today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll see counsel at the side of the bench.
Yes, Your Honor.
I always like to check in with the lawyers, particularly. I check in with them, as you've seen, at the end of every day, but particularly at the end of the week, to take stock of sort of where we are right now in the case and to give you my best estimate. And it's only that, it's the best estimate. But the case has been moving in quite efficiently. I think when I impaneled you, I told you that we expected 3.5 to 4.5 weeks of evidence. I don't think it's going to go that long. My best estimate at this point is that the evidence in this case will be concluded within a total time frame of 3 weeks. So we just put 1 week in the bank, so to speak. I don't think the evidence will go any further than 2 additional weeks. So I just try to keep you as advised because, as I've said to you, I'm ever mindful of the sacrifice to your personal lives that you've been making. That's my best estimate right now. And as we go through those next 2 weeks, I'll give you further updates. All right? So jurors, I hope you all, I appreciate the work you've done this week. I hope you all get some rest this weekend. And while you're getting that rest, you must not do the following things. Do not speak to anyone about this case. Do not go on any social media or any news media of any sort. Don't do any research of any kind about this case. And continue to have open minds as you listen to the evidence in this case. Again, I appreciate all you're doing. Have a really nice weekend.
All rise for the court, please. Jurors, close your notebooks. Follow me.
Nice weekend.
You too.
Good weekend.
Your Honor,